Welcome back to Car Seat Headrest Week. It is day 3 of the event of the summer. We're reviewing 3 by Car Seat Headrest, the third album that will release under the Car Seat Headrest name. 3 is the first album in the numbered albums that I actually fully enjoy. The quality jump from 2 to this album is absolutely insane, and especially since Will released 3 a month and a half after 2. We got Will being a lot more vulnerable in the lyrics and the storytelling here. The whole album itself is a lot more thought out. There also feels like there's an overarching story here, which I think there definitely is. I mean, there's a lot of beaches in this album. And this album, I think, acts as a prequel to Twin Fantasy. Another thing that I really enjoy about this album is that it seems like Will has kind of brought back some of the experimentation that was happening on 1. Before we get into the track-by-track review, let me start off by saying that the whole album as a complete project is phenomenal. However, there are tracks on this thing that I probably wouldn't listen to if I wasn't listening to the album. If you guys hear me hating on a track, that's the reason why. It's not because the track is really that bad, it's just I wouldn't necessarily listen to it on its own. Like No Starving, for example. This is the opening track to the album. This song is basically just reverse loops of the album closer, Oh Starving. Goodbye, all you secret files. As a standalone song, I don't think it stands very high, but as an album opener, I think it works well to set the mood of the album. Shut up, nerd! It's Fun Fact Kyle, coming back at you with some more fun facts. Car Seat Headrest Week merch is officially available at kylereid.shop, everybody. For $25 plus shipping, you can get yourself a nice t-shirt. Very soft, direct-to-garment printing. You can't even tell that the logo's there. I can't even feel it. It's only going to be available until August 29th. After that, you can only find it at Goodwill's if someone sends it to Goodwill. But that's not going to happen because this shirt's going to be worth millions, baby. This is an investment. Just kidding. You can get it in this nice, sleek design right here, nice and small, nothing on the back. Or you can show off to the whole world that you're a Kyle Reid stan by wearing this big ass logo on your shirt. The money that I make from this merch drop is going to go towards a new camera and camera gear so I can make some really cool videos that I've had in my noggin for about a year now. I want to get those ideas out there. They're really fun. I think you guys are going to enjoy them a lot. I just need some gear. You're basically paying for a Kickstarter here. All right, back to this bozo. Fun fact, Kyle, out. Portrait of the artist as a young... I can't say it. This is definitely my favorite song, one of my favorite songs off of this album. I really enjoy the main riff that's being played throughout the verses. I can't tell if it's a weird guitar with some effects on it or if it's it honestly kind of sounds like it's a toy synth, but it sounds very childlike and I really enjoy that. The chorus in this track is also super catchy. The powerful guitars that come in, awesome. The energy in this track is incredible. And also right off the bat, we hear Will be a lot more vulnerable with his storytelling than he was in the previous 2 albums. The next track we got is Beach Week. Beach Week! This song doesn't feel like spring break or a summer vacation, let me tell you that. The instrumental is pretty simple, which is not a bad thing. It's just Will with his acoustic guitar. He's playing some really nice notes and chords on there. The song really shines through with Will's vocals and the way that Will kind of layers his vocals, especially during the second half. Will's mom also makes an appearance at the end of this song. Foreign Song, another fantastic song. I love the sound of the guitars in it. It kind of sounds a little twinkly, kind of sounds a little toyish, it honestly kind of sounds a little foreign. The chorus is also super catchy. This is going to be a theme throughout this entire review, by the way, because every single chorus in this album is pretty freaking catchy. The guitar solo in Foreign Song is pretty freaking sick as well. Psst, teenagers, take off your clothes. Hey, this is the song off of Teens of Style. You guys know it. I know it. I think this is the better version of the song, to be honest, because I just like the lo-fi vibe of it. It's just a fun song. It's just a cool, fun song with some nice energy to it. Not that I would ever ask teenagers to take off their clothes. That's kind of weird. Sun Hot. Continuing the beach theme here because, we got the sun that's blazing down and it's hot and you're at the beach maybe. So this song doesn't have anything really too cool going on in the lyrics. This is kind of Will talk about the sun getting them hot, which I guess relatable. The song kind of has a shoegazy vibe, especially the way those chunky guitars sound. It really just has that drowning vibe to it. We got Beach Bags. I can't say that word. I'm replacing the word with bag. This is probably the best song off of the album. I can see the song being a definite fan favorite off of this album. There's a very, very nice organ in this song. This song sounds very Wolf Parade-esque. Now, would I have said that if Will didn't mention Wolf Parade in the song? Maybe. I guess we'll never know. Especially during the climax. After Will's you're supposed to call Leonardo! And then it kind of explodes with sound and there's that lead synth line that goes in there. The song song has like this interesting switch up in the middle of it. The second half of the song builds really, really well. It's great. It's fantastic. Summer Bummer. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure this is a song where he's talking about like he sees you in the light or whatever. I'm not a big fan of this song. I don't really vibe with it, but it does build really well. I could just be being a little bit harsh on it. Ryan North by Northwest. I don't really know what to make of this song. The chorus is super catchy. There's a really driving energy in the rhythm of this track. I just don't really know what this song's about or why it's here, but I mean, it sounds cool. If anyone wants to throw me some insight about this song, I'd love to hear it. Beach Drugs. We are continuing that beach theme here. This is another song that I don't think I'll ever come back to unless I'm listening to the album as a whole. I just don't really vibe with this one. This one kind of sounds a little strange to me. It kind of sounds a little finicky. The lyrics have a lot of weird imagery in there, which I think ties into the title of the song. I think the song's about drugs. I don't really think there's a lot of interesting stuff about this song. I do like the outro though, because the outro is kind of like a slower reversed loop of Sun Hot. Kind of like an interesting reprise there. Beach Death. We got the return of the organ. This song is pretty sad. A lot of the lyrics in here are just kind of Will just sitting in the dumps because he thinks that his crush is taken by another person. It's just kind of him expressing his feelings about that. The chorus kind of feels a little out of place, but it also kind of works, I guess. I think this is the only song off this album where I like the verse better than the chorus, because I think the melody and the verses are super catchy. Also, the outro of the song is fantastic. I love the way the song develops. Beach Funeral. You guys know the drill. You guys have heard Beach Life and Death. This song is pretty cool. It's kind of like a nice slower vibe up until the second half of the song. This song is definitely sad as well. It's just Will talking about how he wants to cut up his body and send it to the fishes. He's obviously torn apart about this. And the song starts really slow, but I mean, there's a moment when the drums kick in, and once those drums kick in, you're in for a ride. The outro of the song is where the song really shines, especially when Will like starts screaming. There's like these really interesting like guitar bends in there where it's like wow 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 wow. And then this album of course ends with Goodbye Secret Files. I don't really have much to say about it because I've already heard the song multiple times. I haven't listened to these two versions in a while, but I think I might lean more towards this version of the song. I like the lo-fi vibes. I think it makes it feel more authentic and vulnerable. So overall, I think this is the best numbered album so far, and it might honestly be the best numbered album altogether. What do you guys think about this album? I think this album is gonna be a fan favorite, let me tell you. Tune in tomorrow for day 4 of Car Seat Headrest Week. It's gonna be a great time. It's been a great time. It's the event of the summer, baby. Subscribe so you don't miss it, and thanks for watching.